Hatsy and welcome to another build video. So today I'm going to be doing part 2 of the cathedral that I didn't manage to finish about 2 months ago. And the reason why has just been a mixture of things going off. I have unfortunately been in a situation where I've been moving house and it's been really awkward to record in the place that I am just because there's noise everywhere and there's people going in and out, etc. And also because I wanted to wait to share this for my new series that's coming up, because I'm doing a new series which is inspired by the 1800s era, and I thought that this would be a perfect build to be able to share at a time where loads of builds of that sort of era are going to be shared. So you will be seeing loads of mansions on the channel in the next week or so, and that is just because I'm going to be preparing for the new series. And in case you don't know a little bit about it, it's basically a let's play mixed with a story or like a machinima in between the different parts of the let's play. So there's usually about 3 or 4 machinimas and they take forever to do. So that's why I can only share like one every week or something. And yeah, I do the same similar thing to Let's Play Witches, but this one, the machinimas are going to be a little bit longer. And there's also going to be more speaking roles. But anyway, this build is inspired by Westminster Abbey, the place where Will and Kate got married at in England for the royal wedding. And the reason why I decided to get inspired by that build and take a lot of features that that build has and place it into this build is because I want this to be a place where the royal family can get married. There will be a royal family in the Let's Play. How much they will be appearing in it, I don't know. But I think it'll be interesting to have that sort of idea because it will be really important when they do make an appearance. And yeah, it will be incredibly difficult to do machinimas for it, but I think it will definitely be worth it in the end. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. It's a lot different to do a build like this rather than a house. I know that I'm getting nagged a lot at the moment to do houses, and I will. And it would be very helpful if you let me know like what you want to see on the channel in the comments below, because some people just want me to go back to normal family houses, and I definitely could. I am going to be bringing back the Dream Home series that I was doing because I really enjoyed doing that, but it was just a really bad time like to start making dream homes, and all my videos have been like, I guess, pre-recorded for a while. And yeah, I mean, I think that it's difficult with the internet connection as well because it usually takes like 2 days to upload a video. But when I move to my new house, which will hopefully be end of November because the government keep putting it back, but when I can, then I will be able to upload videos every day or every other day. But anyway, this was when I was doing a very grand entrance, so it's going to be really difficult to get the Sims to walk down here, especially for a wedding, and to get Sims individually to sit on each and every one of those benches is going to be a real task. And I think the only way that you'd be able to really fill up this whole place is maybe by installing a mod that I have. It's called the MC Commander, and you can basically, I guess, up the scale of Sims that appear at lots. So you could have like 150 Sims, 200 Sims in a place at once, and that could be pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, that could definitely be doable. Then you'd have to put autonomy off, I guess, and then see what happens. But no, it's going to be tricky, and it often is really tricky to film machinima scenes, like especially when loads of Sims are there. I've attempted to do house parties in the past, and it's just like tragic because there's like 1 or 2 people there. I mean, okay, that's an under exaggeration, but still, I mean, a house party with 8 Sims, it doesn't give that whole effect. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult, but no, I think this venue could definitely work. And it is on the Sims 4 gallery if you want to go and get it, along with a lot of builds that I really have to share, and they will be coming out like as soon as possible. If you have seen a particular build on the Sims 4 gallery that you want me to bring out before others or something, then let me know, because I can definitely do that. Like if there was a request for a Halliwell estate or something like that, the house, then I could upload that before the other builds that I was planning to share, and I could do it that way. So anyway, doing the top bit here, this is where the Sims would take their vows, and it's really interesting because it's quite a big area. I think that with all the sculptures and stuff, I think that it looks quite nice by the end. I had to repeat a lot of stuff though, and that is because we don't have many items which would really fit a venue like this, unfortunately. So yeah, I did have to repeat like loads of stuff, but I said this a while ago, I would love a stuff pack where we had like gargoyles and wall decorations. I think that we could incorporate them in so many different ways. We could put them in really old buildings. It could work really well with Windenburg as well, because a lot of the Tudor style buildings could have like patterns on them and whatnot. So yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Anyway though, I put some lights down the aisle and it didn't really work out, so you will see me remove those eventually, and I think that when I did, it was so much more of a better idea. It really was. And I also have play tested this. I know that the front part may look a little bit weird because I did overlap some of the archways, but no, the Sims can get through here perfectly and you shouldn't have any issues. If you do, just make sure to put BB move objects on, because that can be like a real burden for some people. I often get comments saying, Hatsy, your build's not working the way that it should. And I always think to myself, has that person got BB move objects on though? Because if you do, sometimes I guess things can look a little bit better, and I think that all the items should appear in the right way. I hope, anyway. There is a separate house within this build, and you'll see that in a bit, but the idea was that it would be for the priest that would potentially run this cathedral. I don't know, I have no idea how that would work. It's always confused me but amazed me at the same time, because I used to have to go to church service at school and it was compulsory, like we really couldn't get out of it, and we had to go once a month, and there was a house on the back of the church, and it always just used to puzzle me how somebody could live in a church, but it's amazing at the same time. I always wanted to go through the door and I kept getting told, no, that's somebody's house in there. So I couldn't, but no, I would have loved to have seen it. I don't even know what I was expecting it to look like. I guess a converted church house? I don't know. But yeah, so I guess that this is what will be inside the cathedral. You'll have like a converted church bit, and it will still have like the really high walls, the archways and stuff, but it's just a little place to sleep for the person that wants to live here, I guess. So this is the organ. How difficult was this though? I had to do so many things to make this look like it was an organ. It was insane. Like, I really tried hard to make sure that this looked as accurate as I could. It was pretty difficult. We don't have the items for it, so if it looks a little bit wacky, then you can take it out and just put a piano if you want to, but I thought I would go for it. I thought, you know what? When do I get to make an organ usually? So that's what I spent a lot of my time doing, and I did replace those really strange objects for bookcases. I thought the bookcases looked a lot better, and I had a picture in front of me of the sort of idea that I was going for, and it just fitted it a lot better, so that's what I did. To fill the room up, I had so much of a struggle, but I wanted it to be a really warm wooden room, just because that's what I would imagine an organ room to look like. I don't think I've ever been in one, but if I was to imagine one, that's what it would look like. And if we have any organ players, then let me know, is that what an organ room looks like? Because honestly, I have no idea. Anyway though, back to the front. So I wanted a really fancy place for the Sims to get married, and the idea would be that everybody would be like sat down watching them, and then the priest would be up here. They'd have a little table. I was just trying to remember everything here that I had for my own wedding, and it was difficult because I didn't sit down on a table and then sign things. I've been to other people's weddings and that's when they do the signing of their vows, etc. on the table in front of everybody, but no. What I did is I went to a separate room to do that, which was like inside the church, and that's where I signed the things. So yeah, I mean, it really depends. You could have a separate room if you wanted to, it just depends, but it's probably just easier to make the Sims sit down. But yeah, anyway, this would be the place where people do readings. I think that this cathedral would be open to the public to look at and maybe admire, so maybe that wouldn't be very accurate to have in. Anyway, but I think here what I tried to do was I just tried to incorporate some pictures. I would have used some custom content, but I didn't want to. If I was to though, I would have used some like stained glass windows, some paintings that would have looked really old, stuff like that. Stuff to fit in with the place that it is, and you definitely could. There will be custom content in my other build, which will be Cologne Estate Part 2, and that will be like with the wallpapers, but no, this one's just on the gallery with nothing. I've recently downloaded loads of stuff for the new Let's Play, and it looks really good. Like, I've downloaded paintings and some dresses and things like that, and I think that as long as it fits in with the Sims content already, then it's gonna be really good, and I'm really excited. Anyway though, what I was doing is I was trying to light up this path without actually using lights anymore. I did, and then I decided that I just didn't like them, so I just hid candles in these little bar areas to like separate the chairs. I don't even know what you call them. Bars or not. They're like wooden bars. I don't know. So the idea was that the downstairs house would be here, and it would be pretty small, but it would be like a studio flat almost, because it's all on the same level and it's pretty small. But I thought, well, I don't want to take it all up with a house, because I mean, just having like a bed, a bathroom, etc. would be absolutely fine. I don't think that churches usually have bathrooms, which is a really strange thought to me. I don't know why. I would have expected them to for some reason, but no, I mean, they can't do. Well, I don't think they do. So yeah, the only bathroom would actually be in this part, and how I would expect it to work is if you lock this door and then you could have the sim live inside here. You could put just like a random sim, and it could either be a ghost or something. That would be a heck of a twist to have like a haunted cathedral or something. And yeah, you could have some fun. I've actually recently had a lot of fun with ghosts in The Sims 4, because like when I film video scenes and machinima scenes, I always use ghosts, and one of the reactions that I make the Sims do a lot, which is like a shocked face, and I do it when the ghost sim possesses the mirror, and then I take a shot of the Sims face like as they're reacting to it. So it's pretty handy. So yeah, I'm really glad that we've got ghosts in The Sims 4, because honestly I don't know what I would do without them, and I just think it's interesting. Hopefully I've got a ghost story that's going to be coming up this month. I'm hoping that it'll be like the end of October. So yeah, I guess it's approaching the end of October right now, but I'm hoping to be able to do a ghost story. I'll probably do it when I get some peace and quiet though, probably at the house, or I'll go somewhere else to do it, and hopefully that'll be pretty good. Because I don't do a lot of face-to-face videos, and it was strange because a lot of people didn't know how I would look, or like how they expected me to look when they met me at Simmers Meetup. So that was really odd, but I think it'll be interesting. So anyway, I finished off the downstairs room. It's just supposed to look really old-fashioned, I guess, but it doesn't really, to be honest. It's just green and orange. Then we had a storage room, so that was what we just decorated, just a really basic storage room, just to fit some things in, just because I didn't want it to look really plain. And then the idea would be that these two areas here would be for people that were sitting down, maybe they were practicing for church service, choir service, and that's where they would practice their singing or something. I don't think that you can necessarily sing it in The Sims 4, but maybe we will be able to with the Sims 4 City Living. I think that karaoke is a thing, but it wouldn't look very good in churches to do that. Anyway, that is the end of the build, so I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see your future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.